Hey folks, I thought I'd do a little bit of, well, it's an update on what's going on in the grow room and what I've been trying to organise and everything else, and I'll tell you what I'm going to actually try and do this year. I've got a tomato and some peppers, obviously. I think if you've seen, I brought some peppers in, and a tomato. We're a volunteering garden, so I've no idea what it is, but I'll show you it. I'll show you these all up close in a bit. What I'm going to try and do with them is well, is fruit them and ripen some fruit in here over winter, maybe if we're lucky. Got notes. I've got some more tomato seeds. What I really want to be starting. I'm not going to start them now. I'm going to wait a month or so. And these are the F2 crosses from Havor, gardening Norway. They're a Cherokee purple beef tomato and a rose quartz multiflora, which is yes, cherry tomato. That's what I was trying to think about. Cherry tomato. Now what I'll do is I want to start them in here and bring them on into the garden and choose some of my favourites, which I'll document. I'll do some videos on that later in summer, providing everything goes well and I don't kill them. But yeah, so what I'll be doing, I'll be fruiting them and trying to bring them on and actually find a strain, which I suppose it'll have to be called Troll, as it came from Norway. But I'll be doing them. That's not at the moment. What I'll do, as I said, I'll show you what I've got going in here. This is stuff what I originally had in here, but I'll also be trying to do some microgreens and some lettuce, and the microgreens will be broccoli and beetroot, which I've got some seeds for, and I'll give it a proper look round now and close up. Tell me what you think. Avocado up here. I potted this up and I don't think it liked it too much. I might have been a little bit low on the watering as well, but I'll make sure I keep that sorted. These are the two pepper plants I want to concentrate on, and reason being is, well, this one's got buds on already. This one here on new growth has got buds on. One of these is a California Wonder and the other is a hortichili. It's not the really small ones. Don't know the name. I bought them as plants 2 years ago and I took the seeds off, and I've got still one. The mother plant is underneath. I'm pretty sure that is the hotter one. This is the hot chili, and I'm hoping that that one is one of the California Wonders, because I say it's got flowers on. The others underneath haven't. And I'll just show you this tomato. So there's a tomato plant.
Hey, that's a long one.
Got some help.
A small one. Small one.
I'm going to plant it deep.
That's
and,
a small
bring that
one.
in. Now this is the volunteer tomato that I pulled out of the garden. I think it were 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. I'll check up on that though. But I took this out of the garden and it was about that big, maybe a little bit bigger, because I planted it properly all the way down to the bottom of the pot, and it shot up. And as you can see, it's got flowers, or it's starting to flower. It's trying to flower, let's say. I've got this under these double lights here. I've got them 3 lights running up there, and there's 4 in there. There's 2 fish tank lamps for plant growth, and 2 ordinary light bulbs in this unit. So I'm researching other types of lights, which will probably be for next year. If I won't be doing any this year, buying LEDs or like that this year, but maybe for next year, depending on how well I go with these. But as I said, I'm going to try to get this tomato. As I said, is a volunteer. Now I've no idea what it is, and it could be from a shop bought tomato. It could be sauce tomato, like a plum tomato. It could be a yellow tomato. It could be anything. I've got absolutely no idea. So it'll be interesting to see what I get with this. Now I know it's going to get a lot bigger than this. It's shot up in 2 weeks, so this is just temporarily on this. I have more space over here. I've tried to shuffle everything over. I've got quite a bit of space, like I said, for me micro veg and stuff like that. That's the main reason I put these stuff on here. I'm hoping they'll pinch a little bit of light from under there and above there as well. And I'll just show you the fig. Now this is my magnificent fig tree. It did actually grow a fig to full size. It fell off yesterday. I was looking at it, and when I brought it in, it sort of all went brown and the leaves were going. We had a really, well, not a really cold night. It went down to about 1, and that's coldest it's been. But all this seems to have been dying back, and the fig was just there. But I've noticed, although it looked like it were dying back, it started putting new growth out. Now the fig wasn't fully ripe, but it was ripening, and what I did, I've squeezed some seeds out of it, so I'm going to try and start some of these seeds as well. I might get a fig. If this doesn't make it, I might get one from these. Like I said, it weren't fully ripe, but I'm just keeping my fingers crossed, and hopefully I might get a couple of, I might get a fig tree out of this lot. So folks, that's about that. What I nearly did forget to say is the main thing I'm going to be feeding these out of is my worm bin. Worm bin. The main thing I'm going to be feeding these out is my worm bin. Basically by taking some castings, mixing them in with the water and watering it in like that. And as to lights, I've been using, I was looking at some of the stuff from Alberta Urban Garden, Stephen Legree, or Legree, is that how you say it? But I was looking at his stuff, he's got some interesting videos on lights. Now these lights I've had since last year, I started this last year, so as I said, I'm using what I've got. and what I did buy, I tended to buy on offer. I've got some other quite strange bulbs as well, but they're all about 100 watt these. Some of them a little bit less, but they're about 100 watt. I'm still looking at thinking about lighting. So thanks, and say comments are always welcome. Any questions, welcome. Any ideas, welcome. Suggestions, welcome. So it's nice to be nice.